This is Noah Nwadei.
Alrighty, what is up guys, and welcome back to Nwadei MMA, where I give you my thoughts, but more importantly ask for you guys' thoughts because you guys are the MMA community. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are all doing well. Today, I'm going to be getting to know One Championship with you guys. Of course, I already watched One Championship and I try and watch them as much as I can every weekend. They usually take place on Fridays. They'll have a card Friday morning, which is usually Muay Thai fights and just like striking matchups. But then they also have a card Friday nights a lot of the times. Their big cards are on Amazon Prime for free, but their fight night cards sometimes aren't on Amazon Prime and they just drop them on YouTube. Today, I'm going to be getting to know them with you guys, but not only with you guys, but with Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson as well. As you guys know, he was traded by the UFC after being the longest reigning champion, 11 title defenses. He has the record for the most title defenses. He's pretty much the greatest mixed martial artist of all time, and he went to One Championship to then face one of the greatest flyweights of all time there and ended up beating him in a trilogy, Adriano Moraes. And he likes to break down One Championship a lot, and I think he's putting a lot of eyes on the promotion, and there should be even more eyes on the promotion, so I'm going to help do that. But with that being said, he's breaking down Superbon versus Tawanchai. I don't know if he's breaking it down the fight itself, but I do know that he's going to break down Superbon, who is a world champion kickboxer and Muay Thai fighter. And he's going to break down Tawanchai, who a lot of you guys already know from his devastating Muay Thai style, who's also a Muay Thai fighter and kickboxer, right? These two are going to be facing off, I believe, December 22nd or 23rd for One Championship. There's going to be like 3 world titles fights on that card between Muay Thai and kickboxing. And then, of course, there's going to be MMA fights on the card, and then Jiu-Jitsu fights may be on the card as well. One Championship likes to do these mixed martial art cards to where they mix in Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA all on the same card. Really cool thing to watch. But I think that's enough talking about what we're going to get into today, and let's actually get into it. So I'm going to be reacting to Demetrious Johnson's breakdown of Superbon first, and then his breakdown of Tawanchai. I think he's going to say a lot of things that might open you guys' eyes, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on his breakdowns, especially because he's one of the best fighters to watch if you are looking for MMA breakdowns. There's guys like Henry Cejudo who aren't so good at breaking the fights down, at least in certain aspects, but Demetrious Johnson, he has the whole MMA game locked down, and he knows what he's talking about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Also guys, if you're a fan of high level striking, One Championship has the best strikers on the planet. You're not going to see the things you see in the UFC. You're going to see way more advanced setups and things like that because they don't have to worry about the grappling for a lot of these fights. And even in their MMA, they have very high level strikers, people switching over, Muay Thai fighters fighting in kickboxing, kickboxing fighters fighting in MMA. They have the first 3 sport world champion in Stamp Fairtex, who's MMA, kickboxing, and Muay Thai world champion. A lot of good strikers to watch if you enjoy that kind of thing.
What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. We got another breakdown for you. This is Superbon, stunning head kick knockout, who puts Ozcan to sleep. So Superbon is about to fight Tawanchai. These gentlemen, they kind of go back and forth from Muay Thai to kickboxing. It's very common in One Championship. You have a guy who's a Muay Thai champion who might go do kickboxing, or you have kickboxing champion who's gonna go fight Muay Thai. So boys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to know when we go live. Okay. So in One Championship, you have kickboxing and Muay Thai. Sometimes it's kind of, this is kickboxing because they have the bigger gloves. Already, like I said before, kickboxing and Muay Thai and MMA is a lot different. Now, there is a void, but the void is very, they close it super fast. So here's the void, right? When you have those big gloves on, you're not really worried about, not a lot of things can get through on the punches. So that's why they always have this high guard. This gentleman is open for body kicks as well.
Do you guys hear how he's breaking this down? This is something you're not gonna get from anyone else, to be honest. Not even Jamal Hill, who I think is really good at breaking down fights, breaks things down like this. He's talking about the void being the space in between each of the fighters, that the distance of damage, I guess, because when you step into the void, you're willing to take damage, and he talks about how this affects pressure and things like that as well. I'm gonna try not to stop this too many times, just so that you guys aren't having to watch a 50-minute video, right? But yeah, this is just one of the things I wanted to talk about.
One of the biggest things that Superbon does very well is he throws beautiful high kicks. Like after you get done exchanging with Superbon, you better have your hands up or you're gonna get knocked out. That's how he knocked out Giorgio Petrosian, and that's also how he knocked this gentleman out. So let's keep on watching this fight. But they come to the distance and they do a lot of push kicks. But Superbon does a good job of keeping the stay at the edge of the range to force his opponent to do something. And when they come in, they blast that body 9 to the forearms to force him to do something or just keep that high guard. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Hui! But see what I mean? Even though the guy is teeing off a Superbon, and that's how Chinguez beat him too. Chinguez just jumped on Superbon. He didn't give Superbon an opportunity to actually set up or do anything. But as that...
He's talking about Chinguez Alizov, the #1 kickboxer in the world right now. World champion kickboxer, who actually fought Superbon, and he was the last man to beat Superbon. Superbon was the world champion before that, blasting people with head kicks, knocking people out. One thing he does like, though, is his hands, or his hand defense, should I say.
That exchange was going on, you saw Superbon throw that beautiful high 10 while the gentleman was throwing all those punches and landing those punches. Push kicks. Turn off. No one want to hear Mitch talk. Okay. Boom. We see every single time Superbon always returns with a high kick. And see the difference between I love watching. It's funny because I love watching kickboxing more than Muay Thai, because they keep this established of this void. And then you're seeing Superbon, he's throwing jabs, he's throwing teeps, and then he's also throwing leg kicks, and he's also throwing high kicks. Each time this gentleman, oh boys, look, I just did tic-tac-toe. Oh God, I didn't even know that. Sometimes I just go crazy with this marker. But you see him, he's throwing so many different shots along these angles that after he gets done exchanging, this gentleman comes in, you can always expect a high kick coming up, because after people exchange, they go bop, bop, their hands drop, then Superbon usually throws that head kick, and that's what he's very known for. Right? Leg kick, and it...
Yeah, actually, him mentioning that you do get to see cleaner combinations in kickboxing rather than Muay Thai, especially because when championships Muay Thai, they don't wear big gloves. They actually wear 4-ounce gloves, so it's the same as in MMA. So you see a lot of finishes and stuff like that, but a lot of the times the combinations are a little bit cluttered because they also have elbows, knees, and the clinch as well.
And they keep that distance. They don't really smother their distance. They keep it open. Right? See those jabs? Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful left hook from the other gentleman as well. They don't smother their range. To where Muay Thai, you see them, they smother their range, but they don't fight in the clinch, which is very interesting in my point of view. High guard, and see, they never smother that range. Not a lot of angle taken either. It's always forward or back. And when it comes to kickboxing, it's all about testing the range, testing the distance, exchanging.
That's a good body kick.
Going to your shell, your high guard, and try to see if you can find an opening. All right, and boom. You see how every single time he returns with a high...
You see how many kicks he's throwing, like interrupting the shots, throwing after the shots. It's a dangerous style to fight, but throwing kicks that much is why his chin is left open sometimes. It's something I think Tawanchai might be able to take advantage of. But yeah, his kicks are beautiful to watch, though.
High kick. High kick.
Masters of the range.
Nice uppercut. And see, the guy, also kind of doing a good job. And when after Superbon throws a kick, he comes right at the edge of the distance. He throws a jab to the body, shows that push kick, hits the push kick. Superbon goes left, right, left, right. Misses that, and he gets right on him. Boom. Beautiful 1-2-3, 1-2-5, excuse me. But see, that's the hardest thing when it comes to that kickboxing, is that you're playing with windows of opportunity, right? And that's why I love MMA, because you can shut down those windows of opportunity by clinching, wrestling, getting somebody off balance, grappling them. Here, they're 1-2-5 got through. Beautiful flying knee.
Absolutely. He's right on that.
Beautiful push kick. See, and the biggest thing, you don't see those guys crossing. Ozcan is doing a good job of crossing distance, but when they're going across the distance, it's either they jab across it or they teep across it. There's no pop angle 6-3-2, or they throw kicks to fill the void, right? So that's the difference when you see Muay Thai. You can use the same principle in mixed martial arts if you have a good wrestling background, because if I kick across the void like Islam did to Volkanovski, he has an option. He can either catch it or eat it or get the hell out of a dodge. So that's why I love watching kickboxing, because it's just so much cleaner striking. But this striking can be applied to in mixed martial arts. You just don't see a lot of guys do it because they're so worried about being taken down.
See how DJ talks, bro? You see how he talks about this shit? Tell me he's not the greatest of all time. Not to mention he just won gold in IBJJF. Whether it was a Masters division or not, or brown belt division or not, he won gold in a Jiu-Jitsu World Championship. No other UFC MMA champion has done that.
Nice slip from Ozcan. Beautiful, beautiful combination. Beautiful.
Ozcan's also world class. He's one of the, even though it's ranked 5, they get these kickboxers and strikers from all across the world and sign them to one championship. Not even exclusively, so they can still fight outside of one championship and continue building their name. But they bring the best of the best to fight each other.
And see, when you're at this level, you're just looking for an opening. You're just looking for somebody to make a mistake. Once they make that mistake, then you catch them, it's game over. Both exchange body kicks. Jab exchange. He eats that kick. Knee. Having to clinch.
So you can throw knees in kickboxing also, but you can only throw one at a time. So it has to be disconnected.
Beautiful body kick. But see, every single time when you come out of that clinch or you come out of that distance against Superbon, be prepared for that high kick. That was a nice little beautiful angle there.
Oh my God.
Every single time.
Oh shit.
For example, Superbon's always going to throw that high kick.
God damn it. I didn't expect that. That shit caught me off guard. I actually watched this fight live and it still caught me off guard. That shit was crazy because it was a good combination by Ozcan, but like he said, minimalizing the opportunities for these fighters to, they're risking something every time they throw. And Jesus Christ, you never expect that.
Okay, right? So when you fight, we're going to watch a replay. The biggest thing when you fight Superbon, you cannot back out, right? Once you back out of that distance, your hands have to be high right here. So he comes in, beautiful combination. This was not a bad combination. Boom. Hits him right there.
God damn, that was disgusting. That was disgusting. Bro, leave a comment down below if y'all have ever seen a high kick knockout as nasty as that. That was just disgusting. And me and my brother went crazy. If you guys like watching my reaction videos, by the way, I'm probably gonna go ahead and record my reaction to the Tawanchai versus Superbon matchup. Wait till you see Tawanchai because he's a nasty animal as well. But yeah, I want to start recording more one championship reaction videos so that you guys can follow along with me because I like all of martial arts, right? I don't just like watching the UFC or Bellator or PFL. One championship brings so many good things that we can watch. And if you guys want to see me react to things, just leave it in the comments down below and I'll definitely get that out for you guys.
You see a different angle right there. So he comes in with his beautiful combination. He's in here. He's landing good combinations, boys. I love the combination. He's in there. He's trying to make it happen. Boom. Hits the body of the forward of the body. Comes out. Throws another hook. He's better off for him. This space right here. Don't give him this space. They're here. He's better off staying on him. Like if you fight Superbon, you're better off just staying on Superbon, having a ref break you up. Because if the ref doesn't break you up, right? Because the ref breaks you up, it's break, gives you the space, then chop, fight. You cannot, Superbon can't throw a kick. But when you're here, you're fighting for 3 to 4 to 5 rounds. Sometimes you forget, you get lazy, right? And this is what happened this time. And also, the distance was perfect for Superbon to throw that kick because it didn't come outside. It came between the guard. So let's keep on going. So right there, here it goes. He backs out. He backs out and his hands are up high. And Superbon steps through, lands that high kick, right? So
look at the window too. If you could pay attention to my mouse, this purple thing right here. Look at the window that he hit that in. Look at that window. Look. Let me go back real quick. He had his hands up. He had his hands up. Good discipline. But just that world championship level to bring the kick straight up, point the knee. Look how he's pointing the knee right there. And not go around to where he'll be hitting the forearm. Instead, it goes straight up and he flicks it.
Up high and Superbon steps through, lands that high kick. Right? So he backed out of there and Superbon was able to throw that high kick and that's why that bad boy landed. Beautiful, clean technique for Superbon. He's known for that. Like when you get done exchanging with him, you got to have your hands up high because if you don't have your hands up high, that kick's going to come through and it's going to knock you out. So we're going to break down Tawanchai. I haven't seen Tawanchai fight before and I want to see, I think Tawanchai's more of a Muay Thai.
What the hell? DJ hasn't watched Tawanchai fight? That is insane. I'm actually very surprised to hear that because a lot of people who don't even fight or watch one championship have seen Tawanchai just because of how brutal he is. I mean, he'll kick someone's leg and break it. He'll kick someone's arm and they block it and he breaks their arm. I mean, devastating fighter. But that's what we're actually going to watch next. We're going to watch that next video that he's talking about where he breaks down Tawanchai as well and he probably sees how this fight with Superbon is going to play out. But let's go ahead and get into that again. Tawanchai is an animal, guys. Beware.
A little bit something different. Usually we're breaking down mixed martial arts, which is my favorite. We're going to break down this kickboxing fight. So let's take a lookie. Fight! So this fight happened in August 5th, 2023. Breaks homeboy's arm with a body kick. If you guys have heard me break down kickboxing before, it comes down to, are you tough? Because they take so much damage. They take so much damage when they fight that if your body's not durable, it's not going to do very well. You're not going to fare very well in kickboxing. You could be one of the best kickboxers in the world. If your body can't absorb damage, you're not going to be good. So, all right.
Very true, because you see how they're just kicking arms until that one gets through. All of those kicks are knockout shots and are brutal to take.
So once again, in kickboxing, they like to stay at the edge of the void because, they can't clinch, they can't grapple, they can't do takedowns. So that's what's going on right now. So Tawanchai is trying to control the distance in the void.
Sorry for pausing it so much, but again, another thing, Tawanchai, while this is a regular kickboxing match, because he's trying to work his way up in the sport of kickboxing to fight for the title for one championship, he is the 145 pounds or 155 pounds because of the hydration champion of Muay Thai, which is with the 4-ounce gloves. So we're seeing him compete in 2 different sports right now. To be honest, I think he's better in Muay Thai, but his kickboxing is still nasty.
You got Southpaw versus Orthodox. Yeah, Southpaw versus Orthodox. So, yeah. And he keeps on showing that kick and just staying at the outside of the void, at the edge of it. But he stays super calm. So watch, he comes right every single time after each exchange. You guys watched my Superbon breakdown. Only 10,000 of you guys did.
I got you, bro.
So he comes to the edge of this void every single time. Every single time he starts attacking from here. Superbon, each time he gets done attacking, he always ends with a high kick. So he comes to this edge every single time. He waits here, sees what this opponent's going to do. Either throws a low kick. He hasn't done any much hands. He throws a low kick or he throws it to the body. But this is where Tawanchai loves to be. He comes, after exchange, he comes right back to the void. Edge of the void. Every single time.
Notice that void is a little bit bigger because
there
of the
he waits, push
stance.
kicks. kicks. Gentleman does a good job checking. And this is the hardest thing. This is one of the reasons why when it comes to kickboxing that I love MMA so much, because this guy is stuck. He's stuck right here the whole entire time, trying to get the fight going, trying to get to Tawanchai, right? That's the one thing that it's very hard in kickboxing. That's why we say MMA is the easiest sport to become world champion, is because you can, if he wanted to, he can just run, he can run into him and do a double leg takedown and force the action instead of trying to cross the distance without, he only can cross the distance with his hands and his feet. He cannot cross the distance with any elevation change, no shots, no nothing. He has to cross it with his hands with somebody who's longer and better than him. So that's why in kickboxing it's very hard to do it. It's you're basically just beating your body up. He just another kick. Look, he's trying to get there, can't get there. And he goes back to the edge of the void and he just gets his body tore up the whole entire time. Another body kick.
He doesn't care what he hits, he just throws it.
Yep.
He tries to break your body down.
And he gets there, so he's, and then I think he did a good job of coming back in front of him to keep him trapped. But, you know, like I said, see right there, they have to stop. They have to stop. If this is a real fight, off elevation, takedown, pass guard, submit, punch, it stops the evolution of a true fight, right? So that's one of the things I have a hard time with kickboxing. I was like, this guy just got fucking kicked in the arm like 6 times and he can't do nothing about it. God damn.
But because of that, you get to see so many more cleaner combinations and you get to see the striking for more periods of time. So if you are a fan of striking, that's why it's so much better than even boxing to watch. Boxing gets boring sometimes, but Muay Thai, kickboxing, like, these fights are very exciting. And you get more finishes.
All right. Another kick to the arms. But see, that's the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I would love to see Kira does. Because what Tawanchai's doing, he's just blasting that body kick because he's longer. And like I said, the same thing with Islam Makhachev versus Alex Volkanovski. Southpaw versus Orthodox, you can throw that body kick all day. It's free. You can get away with it. What I would like to see Kira do is, Kira, he is the shorter fighter. Do not pursue the void. Don't come in there. You need to have better footwork and make Tawanchai come after you. Use your footwork. Use your feints. Make him second guess when he comes forward. Make him, because it's kickboxing. You can't, there's no reason for you to cross distance when he can just run the whole time. He's just gonna run the whole time, stop, body kick. Run the whole time, body kick. Jab, body kick. Body kick. That's why it's frustrating for me to watch, because the gentleman's like, okay, I can't get to you. Okay, I'm gonna use my footwork, force you to come across the void, force Tawanchai to come across the void. And then when he comes across the void, then I'm gonna try to punish him and help him. Let Tawanchai help you close the distance instead of you trying to close the distance. So what I mean by that is, if Tawanchai comes across distance and he comes across distance, now the void becomes here. Excuse me, that's horrible. The void becomes here, right? It becomes this void. But him keep it going across the void, trying to get to Tawanchai, and Tawanchai's just gonna run and use his footwork to negate and go lateral, and you know, it's, even though it's 4 corners, and land the body kick, this guy's gonna get eat up all day. So that's why it's almost like he's not thinking. That's why I say kickboxing, you better hope you're tough, because you can't get to that guy. You're stuck in that realm for 9 minutes. All right, here we go. Continue.
I don't think it's so much he's not thinking. I think it's more he's just solely focused on getting in. But you see how fast DJ's mind works? That's why he's the greatest, bro. Like, how quickly he's making those adjustments and reads.
See, right there, this is where he needs to do. If you go back real quick. Okay? I think he could beat Tawanchai right here. Because look where Tawanchai, he's overextended. His arm is down. Chin is exposed. Arm is there. Granted, he's shorter. Now, if he got here and did some, you know, some head movement, he can get Tawanchai, but he has to make Tawanchai overextend. The way he does that is either don't cross the distance or back up and force Tawanchai to come across the distance. Then you will to find the opportunity to capitalize on Tawanchai. But you trying to get Tawanchai as a shorter fighter in kickboxing, not a good idea. If this was mixed martial arts, that's a perfect idea because you can come across distance. He kicks, I catch, I take you down. It's a different total game. Totally different game. But as an MMA athlete, that's what I see when I fight. When I see a guy who's longer, who kicks very well, and he's southpaw versus orthodox, you have to like, hey, I'm not gonna fight him like a kickboxer. I'm gonna fight him like an MMA guy. I have to force Tawanchai to cross the distance so he can get that kick. And when he throws that kick, I just back up. I just frustrate. You have to frustrate him. Sometimes you can't think with your mind. You have to think with your mind. Excuse me. Think with your mind. Don't fight with your body because your body's gonna give out on you, especially when you're just getting kicked to hell. So let me go back.
Smart.
Sorry guys, this is me breaking down. This is when I see stuff. This is what I see. All right, here we go. He can win here. I feel he can win here, but he has to let go because it's kickboxing. Okay, watch. Look, he's still staying there, sitting at the edge of the distance. Don't come across it because it ain't like Tawanchai's come across this motherfucker. Look, I didn't even have to watch this fight. I can tell you exactly what's gonna happen.
Oh.
And he can time you when you're coming across the distance. That was better because he just walked across it. But they have to stop the fight. Another kick.
He really favors that back leg a lot too. He didn't throw him many lead leg shots. There you go.
Yeah, see, and he's doing the right thing. I mean, he's doing the right thing trying to get across the distance, but it's basically futile. It's only inevitability until he loses, because he just keeps on taking that shot. Like, stay here. If you guys are fighting someone who's taller than you, stay here. This is the safest spot for you right here in kickboxing. Stay here, play lateral, make him second guess, make him throw shots, make him kick, check his kicks, make it a boring fight. Make it a boring fight until he shows his card. But we've known he's not he's never coming in this distance whatsoever. He's made that he's made that very apparent. Okay, so you have to think he's not gonna come here, and he knows when I come in here, he's gonna back up, he's gonna throw that body kick, or he's gonna punch. Okay, we're not gonna fight here. We cannot fight in this area. This area is bad for us. We're gonna stay out here, force Tawanchai to come across the distance, and make him second guess, make him do something. If the ref says chop, I was like, dude, my arm's getting f***ed up. What do you want me to do? He keeps on running. Like, it's a very interesting, like, it's a bad matchup for him because he's so much shorter and it's kickboxing. MMA, I pick this guy all day. All right, here we go. Stays right there. He's just standing at the edge of the void when somebody's taller than you. See, he's coming across. Now, he came across, and look at the angle he had. Look at this angle right here. Look at the angle he had right here. Look at that angle he had because he came across, right? This is the first time he was very successful in his footwork and getting Tawanchai because Tawanchai came across. He actually attacked. He came across the void, right? Let me show you. Back it up. So, here's the void.
Such a good breakdown by DJ.
Tawanchai goes. He shows a footstep. He comes across it. Guy backs out of the void. Tawanchai doesn't throw the full kick. He gets back in his balance. He's on one foot. Comes forward. Okay, now the guy stopped there. Then Tawanchai throws another shot. This guy's not trying to cross the void. He's able to go lateral and move. Look what happens. Tawanchai misses that kick. Look at this angle right now. Look at this angle. Tawanchai is retreating because he overshot his shot. And now this guy, he's a shorter fighter, obviously. He can't get to Tawanchai, but this is a good step. This is a W for him in this exchange. Look, he's in a better... Tawanchai has nothing. Only thing Tawanchai can do, he can do is spinning back elbow or spinning punch. But if this guy was more closer to him on his horse, that's a free shot for this guy. That's a beautiful right hand to Tawanchai because he let him cross the distance. He didn't cross the distance. All right, let's continue. But he stays, look, he stays right at the edge of the void and keep getting kicked. But see, this is where I think he could beat him. The hook landed, but they have to stop. But see, he can just move. He can just move. He can just move out the angle. And this is where it forces. This is where it forces the shorter guy. He has to keep eating that stuff. He has to eat that all day long.
And that one was right on the forearm too. That did damage. His forearm was disconnected from his body.
He has
and
to stop.
took the
So
kick.
that's why I feel like kickboxing. If you're a kickboxer, I mean, you have Ramon Deckers, who is really good, but you look at Ramon Deckers when he was 40 years old. I don't know. He was in the right mental state of mind. He was good about eating all the shots and come across and go 2-3-2, boom, 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 leg kick, leg kick. But his mind wasn't there. So, like I said, when you do kickboxing, you got to be prepared to get fucked up.
Being blunt.
Especially him being the shorter fighter. See, another angle there. Just got to stay on him. Look, good job.
The way Tawanchai backs out of range, I think Superbon, this leads me to believe that Superbon actually has a better chance than I thought of beating Tawanchai. Now, Tawanchai, he's obviously going to have a different game plan because he's going to have to come forward against Superbon, but the opposite stance, it leaves that void, as DJ's saying, even bigger. And that's going to be, it's going to be tough because we haven't seen him really come forward with his hands too much in this fight.
Come across that distance, he moves, but then you move to the angle, and then try to hit him. Another body kick. Beautiful from Tawanchai right there. That fake, and go to the angle was beautiful.
I was just about to say that.
See, now Tawanchai is starting to land with the hands, and it's giving the shorter guy, Kira, an opportunity to get closer to him. Another body kick. Another body kick. He just can't get there. Now let go. Like, and this is the game for the taller fighter.
To be honest, I think the ref broke that too quickly because they weren't even really in the clinch. He just put his forearm on him.
Keep your opponent at the edge of the void. Keep throwing kicks and punches. When they get close, the ref's gonna stop us. And look, think about that. Okay. It's a very futile game plan when it comes to kickboxing if you're shorter. My personal opinion. Okay, watch.
It's gonna be the battle of the kicks, power versus accuracy, in Tawanchai and Superbon.
See, I feel he can beat Tawanchai in close distance, but there he can't do it, right? But so he spends all day trying to get to him.
Saw how he just backed out of range. Let's look
Right.
at that again. Sorry, I keep interrupting him, but you saw how he just backed out of range with his hands down. Let's watch that again.
I feel he can beat Tawanchai in close distance, but there he can't do
Right
it.
there and right here.
Right, but so
Clinch,
he
push
spends
off.
all day
Clinch, push off, and then look with his hands down.
trying to get to him, right?
Oh, he got caught there.
See, you spend all day trying to get to him, right? He spends all day. He finally gets to him. Tawanchai clinches me. I get broken up. I have to start all over again. Here we go. Gets kicked. He's trying to get there. He's at the first level. All right, he's at the second level. Oh, no, he's back to the first level. Oh, his arm broke. The game broke. He can't even play. So, but I want to go back real quick and show you guys what I mean by.
And that's how it broke. You saw how it was disconnected before it landed. That's what I was talking about earlier. There was probably already some good damage on there from the earlier kick. But look how his elbow disconnects. So right now it's connected to his body.
So, but I want to go back real quick.
And you see that small disconnect before it lands. Like, he did a perfect cross block on it, but it's just the devastating power of Tawanchai and the speed at which it's being thrown and the accumulative damage that is being thrown into that arm. Look, perfect kicking technique that he has. That's, if that arm's any has any kind of disconnect, it's probably going to disconnect itself.
Quick and show you guys what I mean by the shorter versus smaller guy. That's no surprise. The guy kept getting kicked over and over and over.
Let's see what he says about this upcoming fight with Tawanchai, though.
So it'll be an interesting fight between Tawanchai and versus Superbon, because Superbon is very good about the high kicks. That's the one thing I think separates Superbon from a lot of the athletes that I see do kickboxing or Muay Thai is his high kicks. I mean, Georgia Petrosian does a good job about moving off angles, and getting an angle and dropping his right hand in there. So boys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe. Also,
so yeah, guys, there you have it. There was Demetrious Johnson breaking down Tawanchai and Superbon, both of their styles leading into this kickboxing matchup. This is a super fight if I've ever seen one, as far as striking combat sports are concerned. Major fight. You guys have to tune into this one. I hope I taught you something new. I hope you guys are going to be watching One Championship from now on. I'll try to create more content. We talk about it all the time on the podcast, The Will versus The Way, so please go ahead and check that out. By the way, if you haven't yet seen our holiday special on The Will versus The Way podcast, we interviewed our first guest, LFA strawweight Chelsea Connor. It was an amazing interview. She has an awesome inspirational story. She's a mother, she's a fighter, she's a fight promoter, she's a coach and gym owner, and she's had a lot of trials and tribulations throughout her career. And if you want to know more about that, go ahead and check out episode 22 of The Will vs. The Way. But with that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for getting to know One Championship with me and Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson. If you guys want more content like this, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when more videos like this one pop up in the future. With that being said, see you guys.